like Miss Daughtry because she's nice, she's sweet, she helps people out when they're down, and she just always has a positive attitude.
Good morning, my name is Miss Williams. I'm the school nurse here at Bill Duncan Opportunity Center. Miss Daughtry is always the life of the party. She can always make something a negative and turn it into a positive. Miss Daughtry is my go-to person anytime I'm feeling down and out or I just need to laugh. I always go talk to Knock Knock.
I like Mr. Brooks because, I've had him a lot recently, since last year and this year, and he's always managed to stop me from getting in trouble. Whenever I'm about to get in trouble and everything, he pulls me away and talks to me, and then I can get my mind straight. I don't get in trouble because the words he says and everything, I just don't get in trouble. He stops me from getting in trouble. Like I said, he pulls me away from the class, talks to me, and he just makes me feel happy whenever I'm around. Well, he makes a difference because whenever a kid or anybody's upset, he takes the time to talk to him before taking it to a next level.
I would like to congratulate Mr. Brooks on being nominated Teacher of the Year at Bill Duncan. Congratulations.
I like her spirit. She's very humorous. She has a very good sense of humor. She keeps us rolling. She's very personable. She's very good with the parents and the students. She's just a joy all around.
Mrs. Walters contributes to the Blake family in several ways. Some of those ways are Miss Walters communicates with our Spanish-speaking parents to ensure that they know that they are welcome at Blake Academy. She is also great with our finances because she's our financial secretary. She ensures that each of the teachers know exactly what they have to spend and what is allowable.
Miss Walters is always willing to help. Whatever she needs to do to help in the office, she's always willing to do it. Just as an example, she's bilingual. So when we have parents come in that might need some note or a parent conference, she's always willing to translate and to interpret information. So Miss Walters is an asset to our office as well as Blake Academy.
Miss Wetherington positively impacts students through writing. One of the things that Miss Wetherington does, she works with individual students to help them increase their writing skills. She also runs our journalism as well as our yearbook for each year. Under Miss Wetherington's direction, Miss Wetherington creates both a yearbook and also a newspaper. The newspaper is sold to the school. Another significant contribution that Miss Wetherington does is she has our students involved in the community. Some of the ways that she has our students involved in the community is through our honor flight. She takes a group of students to welcome the honor flight recipients. She also collects veteran supplies, and our students each year, they participate downtown to raise money for the SPCA. So Miss Wetherington not only provides a significant contribution to the Blake Academy family in school, but she also has a great impact on our community. So congratulations, Miss Wetherington.
Miss Wetherington, what do you say about a teacher who does everything on campus? She is at every community event. She assists with our Thursday Night Live, with parents, with students, with staff. She's always the one, we call her the go-to girl. Whenever you want something done, Miss Wetherington is there to help do whatever is needed to be done on the school campus.
My favorite thing about Miss Wetherington's class is all the writing.
My favorite memory from Miss Wetherington's class is when we used to do shout-outs in 2nd and 3rd grade.
My favorite thing about Miss Wetherington is that she lets us do some things that we can do that we don't do in usual classes.
The way I like to refer to turning a fraction into a percentage is I like to think money. Okay, let's start. But if I had 1/4, I'm having a half, but I'm going to cut it into fourths now. So let's take the half out.
So you cut what
Exactly, I cut it like this.
So tell me about Mr. Lowe.
He teaches me faith development. Or he's a great role model. Teach me like math and reading and stuff. He helped us a lot.
Mr. Lowe is what we call our Carlton Palmer Superman. He's everywhere about campus, helping everyone. He's calming children. He's educating children. I can rely on him any time of the day. He's just wonderful. He goes above and beyond. He wants to change the world one child at a time, and you can see it every day. So it's wonderful to have our own Superman at Carlton Palmer.
You're a great teacher.
How many do I have here? Four. So I have 4. And how many do I have here? 3.
Jessica Naslund is the reason I was successful in acclimating to public school. She has been my mentor and my friend, and I've improved my teaching craft because of her leadership.
So if I have 4 here and I have 3 here, how many when I put them all together? 7.
Mrs. Naslund is an excellent kindergarten teacher here at Carlton Palmer. She amplifies the 7 habits. She helps others and puts first things first, and she just is generally a great team player. All the teachers look up to her. She's a model classroom as well. She puts reading as the forefront of everything that she does and writing, and gets those children ready for the upper grades. Mrs. Naslund's always going way above and beyond the call of duty. She emails me in the middle of the night with suggestions often, which is wonderful. She's just an amazing and truly a wonderful teacher of the year.
Miss Madden's the best teacher.
Did you learn a lot of things?
I love Miss Naslund so much. Miss Naslund helps us teach. I love Miss Naslund.
Mr. Lund, would you share with us some ways Miss Greenhow makes a difference to Cleveland Court?
Sure. Well, all of the students, of course, know Miss Greenhow from the Media Center, and she's always here to help students find books, check out books, and find other materials that they may need. She's always there to help our staff and to make them feel better. She is so helpful and so kind. She's one of these very special people who has the kindest, sweetest spirit and heart.
Would you please tell us how you think Miss Greenhow makes a difference to our school?
I think Miss Greenhow makes a difference to our school in many ways. Not only does she work in the library, but she also helps out in the lunchroom. She helps out in the office. She always has a smile on her face.
She's always helping me find the right book and the best book to read.
I like every time I see her, she has a smile on her face. Would you tell us how Mr. Groff makes a difference to Cleveland Court?
Sure. Mr. Groff is one of those very special individuals who makes a difference every day in learning with students. He's one of the kinds of people who makes learning interesting and fun at the same time. Students want to learn when they're around Mr. Groff because Mr. Groff likes what he teaches.
As a fellow teacher, tell me how Mr. Groff makes a difference to Cleveland Court.
Mr. Groff's devotion to his students is what makes a difference at Cleveland Court Elementary. He is devoted to our school and making sure his students succeed in learning and creating a safe and engaging environment and collaborating with other teachers.
How does Mr. Groff make a difference? We do a lot of science in his class, and that's really fun because we get to do fun experiments.
I want you to tell me a time when Mr. Groff did something fun. When he used Jimmy for an example of a fish.
Miss Greene exemplifies excellence. She is a team player that never hesitates to step in when there's a need. The staff and students of Crystal Lake are lucky to have her.
This is my 12th year with Polk County District Schools. What I love about my career is that I get the opportunity to help in shaping the minds and hearts of young persons to become responsible individuals, not only now as children, but as they grow up into adulthood. I also love the people that I work with every day. I am constantly amazed at their love for our children, the dedication that they have in helping them to become the very best that they can be.
Congratulations to Miss Greene. She comes in my room and she works with some of my students and she does a great job. When she's not here, we miss her. So congratulations to Miss Greene.
Thank you, Miss Greene. Congratulations.
What can I say about Miss Hunt? Well, she truly embodies all of those wonderful qualities that we look for in our most excellent teachers. I see her daily strive to learn and be the best that she can be for our students here.
One of the reasons I became a teacher is because I remember growing up in school, I had some learning disabilities and I struggled in school. But I had one teacher that really encouraged me and she believed in me. I understand kids that struggle. I understand kids that don't get it. And my goal is to encourage those kids that, you can learn. And I love teaching. I love seeing the light in the kid's face when they finally do get it.
One thing I like about Miss Hunt is she's there when I need her. She always helps you resolve problems peacefully. One thing I like about Miss Hunt is that she helps you understand your work more.
Thank you, Miss Hunt. Congratulations.
It has been such a great pleasure to work with Teresa at Canterbury. She's such a nice, loving, warm person. She helps the students a whole lot in her classroom. She's a very excellent teacher.
It's been a pleasure to know Mrs. Canterbury. Not only is she a kind-hearted person, but she helps the kids in need. Well, those students that don't know Mrs. Canterbury, it'd be an awesome choice to get to know her. She's very loving.
Miss Canterbury, thank you for supporting our school and being here.
I mainly like Miss Jennings because she does one of the jobs that I would like to do in the future. If I can't do football, she's doing IT and I love that stuff.
She helps all of us at Crystal Middle School be connected.
Miss Jennings has taught me how to use a variety of tools. She has allowed me to explore, figure things out, and help me to teach new teachers and be supportive toward them. She has come as soon as I have called when I have ever had any kind of problem using technology in my classroom.
What I know about Miss Jennings is that she's very loving and caring. Also, without Miss Jennings, we wouldn't have any of our cameras, laptops, iPads, etc. So, a big shout out to Miss Jennings.
We're so happy to have Miss Nancy Walls here with us, celebrating her and honoring her for all she does for our students. She greets them every day with a smile for breakfast and lunch, and we are privileged to have her here.
I like Miss Nancy because she's very kind.
How does she take care of you?
For giving us food.
Food? Oh, that's good.
Miss Nancy is a wonderful person. She loves the kids and she gets them all excited about the food. She's very pleasant to the kids love her, and we're glad.
White is one of those teachers that just makes an impact on students. Her classroom is a lively place where students are very engaged in learning. She has a way of making it fun. Her FCAT scores in the past have been among the highest in the school. She inspires others with her can-do attitude and creativity. She knows how to maximize her time.
Miss White has a dedication and a passion that I've seen in very few. She has a way of describing strategies and problems in every way that a child can understand, and she's relentless until every child understands.
Not only is she a great teacher, but she keeps them motivated, keeps them upbeat and engaged at all times.
My teacher is very fun. We would play math games. She comes over and tries to see how to break it down easier.
Congratulations, Ms. White, for being Teacher of the Year.
Our school-related Employee of the Year, Carlos Lompuy, is truly an asset to our school.
Y mi papel consiste en atender a todos los custodios, supervisar lo que es el trabajo.
One thing that really struck me about Mr. Lompuy as I talked to him was that he was just really genuine. He loved his job, it made him happy, and he just really liked being able to help people.
Esta es una de las mejores escuelas en la limpieza, en la disciplina, en la organización.
So he takes great pride in making sure our campus is clean. He works diligently outside with the grounds.
One of the many great things about working at Harrison is our beautiful campus. Inside and out, you can look at our landscaping, you can look inside at the clean buildings, clean classrooms, and you can see the hard work of our custodial staff.
Bueno, lo más importante para mí es que me gusta mi trabajo. Esta profesión me gusta, me siento satisfecho de ella.
Our Teacher of the Year nominee is special to Harrison because of her can-do attitude. She is our Arts Council sponsor.
She has a college planning class for us in which she helps us research colleges, schedule auditions.
She is always willing to be involved and never says no to anything asked of her.
She's always there for everyone in the times of stress or struggle or anything. She's always there for you. She gives great constructive criticism. You always feel like a better person and dancer.
So instead of putting our students in a box and trying to make them look like one thing, I push my students to maximize their dancing and find their individual creativity. And what is it about their dancing that they want to express?
I'm always inspired, as a matter of fact, by how when I go to her with an idea or with a need or with a suggestion or a question even of how to get students involved in some of the things here at our school, she jumps right on.
Here at Highlands Grove, we are the heroes. And those 4 R that go with hero for us are being responsible, respectful, really safe, and ready to learn. And Jill Thompson, she is in all 4 of these R, which make her a true hero here at Highlands Grove. She is very respectful. Whenever a parent calls in, they know they're going to get a kind voice that's going to hear all their problems. She is responsible. She's very responsible for making sure that our kids are here every day, and she checks their attendance to ensure that they are ready to learn. She's often on our car line, making sure the kids are getting to class on time. She's at our front desk, making sure kids are in the classroom, safe and ready to learn. So for this, I am happy to announce that Jill Thompson is a real hero.
Thank you for being a good secretary. Thank you for being so nice. Thank you for being so helpful. We love you, Miss Thompson!
Amazing. Wow, that's a teacher. And today I want to introduce our amazing teacher, Miss Jessica Solano. She is one of the best teachers in Polk County. Welcome to Miss Solano class.
How did you put tickets in your pants?
Why did she put tickets on her pants? She didn't have any pockets, so we had to improvise. Go for it.
I thought it was a good strategy.
It is a good strategy, wasn't it? She figured it out, didn't she?
I've been working with Jessica Solano for 2 years. I'd heard wonderful things about her. I finally got a chance to go and observe, and I was absolutely amazed. Her lessons are brilliantly thought out, and the kids were so excited to be working with her.
She makes me feel confident. She is always by my side, and even when I'm sad or confused, she's always yelling in my head that I can do it. Miss Solano won't let us give up, and she always encourages us to try harder.
I'm going to say a few words about Mrs. Renkins. She makes a difference at this school because she helps the children. The children really appreciate everything she does, and so does the staff. She is involved in many of the committees. We love you, Mrs. Renkins. Good luck and congratulations.
I'm talking on behalf of Mrs. Rankin, elected the head of the paras, of which I am one, and she makes sure that we attend our meetings, we know what is going on in the school. We all want to thank her, we congratulate her, and she is wonderful to work with.
Right, guys, we're working on addition, and the way that we're going to do addition is we're going to learn to take the big number and then add dots to the smaller number. It's a pretty good chapter book. It's called Floors by Patrick Harmon. And look, this is how you know that a book is really good. It's a New York Times bestseller. How long would it take you to read a chapter book?
I want to congratulate Cleo Johnson as Teacher of the Year. Cleo is an enthusiastic and knowledgeable educator. Her students enjoy being in her class, and we are truly happy that she is at Jesse King.
Cleo Johnson is an awesome teacher, full of ideas and energy galore. Congratulations, Cleo.
Mrs. Cleo Johnson done a wonderful job of working with our students. She's always displaying that wonderful smile. She's always has a quick joke to say, but she's really passionate about her teaching, and she's also passionate about, most importantly, her students. Relations to her, she's a wonderful asset to our school community.
So today we're going to learn the box method of multiplication. So our problem states 16 times 3, 13.
So the title of the book is Never Finished, Never Done. What do you think the story is about?
Cheryl Wiggins, our attendance secretary, is a hardworking, dedicated staff member who is not only well liked by her peers but also the student body. She is lovingly called Mama Wiggins, and we are truly blessed to have her here with us at Lakeland Highlands Middle School. Congratulations, Miss Wiggins.
Miss Wiggins is just a good person to be able to talk to. She always helps me get through my problems and tells me to just ignore people who are being rude and mean, and
she's been helping me through my days when I have bad days.
Miss Wiggins is always funny.
When she fell out her chair one time, it was so funny.
It's really an honor to have the position with as many people that we have at this school that are hard workers, so I'm really honored to have the position.
Thank you, Miss Wiggins. Congratulations.
Miss Wise started working for Polk County Schools in 1990 as a paraprofessional. In 2000, Miss Wise began her teaching career as an ESE teacher here at Lakeland Highlands Middle School. She currently teaches English language arts. She has always been a teacher capable of developing positive relationships with her students. And when you walk into Mrs. Wise's classroom, students are engaged in authentic learning. She represents the true meaning of a teacher, and we are proud to call her LHMS Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Ms. Wise.
She's a nice lady, and she just helps me with whatever I need.
Because she acts like a mom to me.
Oh, it's so exciting to have earned Teacher of the Year. I feel blessed because I know some of my colleagues would have had to have voted for me to be in this position, and then our administration obviously would have had to have gone along with it. So I feel very honored, and I don't take this role for granted.
Ivan Cabello is probably one of the hardest working people that I know. He's here early in the morning, stays till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He is, when you ask him to do anything on campus, he gets it done. He doesn't ask why or if there's a reason why. I mean, it's just, he comes in and does his work, does his job. And I think, he's just he's a leader on our campus, really. And it's just one of those things that he just portrays as an individual and as a man, that he takes care of his business while he's here. So I think he is just a tremendous asset to our school as well. I think Ms. Savez is a tremendous educator. She is involved in so many activities on campus with homecoming and the recycle events that we have on campus as well. But she, alongside of her teaching her social studies and leadership classes, it's just a tribute to what she does for Lakeland High School, and that's why she's a special lady.
I think Ms. Savez deserves Teacher of the Year because she works hard for the school and she's organizing events for us and she pushes her students to be the best that they can be.
I think Ms. Savez deserved the Teacher of the Year because she works hard for the school.
I think Ms. Savez deserves Teacher of the Year because she loves her job and she works really hard at it.
In my role as a paraprofessional in an ESE classroom, I find that I am confronted with a variety of situations that really challenge my skills. I help my students develop better social skills by making sure that they understand that everyone has opinions and that everyone matters. I also have learned to work with a wider variety of personalities, and I have found ways to help them get the most out of their learning. Many of my students struggle with comprehension, and I constantly work with them so that they learn how to break down the material to smaller components and try to focus on sequencing in order to help them better understand the lesson.
Mrs. Richardson, as a paraeducator in an ESE classroom, has a very important job to do. She helps me to move students smoothly and safely from one place to another. She teaches students in a small group with differentiated instruction. She facilitates students around the classroom when whole group instruction is happening. Most importantly, she celebrates together with students when they figure out a question. Mrs. Richardson even brings in a card when it is a student's birthday. She is everything to students and to me.
Hi, I'm Cabello. I teach first grade at Medela Elementary School. I believe that every student can learn, even little rascals. In fact, I think my favorite are the little rascals. I have to have respect for all my students, and with my respect, I get their respect.
Because she is the awesomest teacher in the whole wide world.
Why is she so awesome?
Because she lets us learn fun things.
Fun things like what? What's your favorite thing to learn?
The math centers.
Tell us why Miss Cabello is such a great teacher.
Because she is awesome and she helps me learn how to do sense.
I think my philosophy in teaching has changed and evolved over the years. I think that the best in-service there ever is to be able to watch a master teacher do their thing. And I think begging and borrowing and stealing ideas in teaching is just how you end up here.
Ms. Salas makes a difference in me by trying to make me a better student in writing, reading, and math. I love you, Ms. Salas.
Marianne is organizing her room. So she's cleaning and she's organizing her room. She puts 34 books and 8 history books in a bookcase.
Hi, my name is Taina Corceles and I work at Oscar J. Pope as a paraprofessional for ESOL for 3 years. I am more than blessed to be able to teach, to help, and to make a difference in the lives of these students.
Ms. Corceles, she makes sure that anything that is needed, she makes it available to them.
Ms. Corceles makes a difference. At this current time, she facilitates tutoring for our students of another language at our school. She contacts parents. She is responsible for assisting with the curriculum. She's often seen staying before school or coming before school or after school. She not only assists the parents within Oscar Pope community, but outside of the community.
I like Miss Wendell because she encourages us to get better.
She's really fun and we get to do lots of cool stuff with her.
Because Miss Wendell is an awesome teacher.
Because Miss Wendell teaches us how to play all of the instruments.
I love my job, and I try to make a difference at Oscar Pope by involving students in extracurricular activities, incorporating STEM through assessment and lessons.
She was it. She was Oscar J. Pope. I had been told from other teachers that if you go to Oscar J. Pope, the reason you should go is so you can teach with Miss Wendell.
She has been really dedicated about researching different programs that she can use, getting grants, and creating these awesome, fun programs that kids really enjoy coming to.
Miss Wendell makes such a huge difference in the lives of children as it relates to music. She has created at our school for the last few years a ukulele club and a drum club. The drum club actually is made of buckets. Miss Wendell truly makes a difference in the life of children, and her enthusiasm and love for music.
I like Miss Carpio because she helps me in math, science, and reading. And she's a really good listener. Miss Carpio helps me with math division to work hard to get into middle school.
Thank you for helping me with math, and you're a great helper too.
Miss Carpio is my best friend. She wants me to work hard and be my best. Thank you, Miss Carpio.
She's a hard worker, she's dedicated, and she's so very deserving of this nomination. So congratulations to you, Mrs. Carpio.
Good job, Miss Carpio.
I need you to think about how many sections we're dividing that into. She made 12 across and 9 down. Almost like her very own graph paper. Now if we're going to take those 12, we're cutting them up into 9 again. Are you going to add or are you going to subtract? Many a fine 5th grader.
I think Miss Ori is a fantastic teacher because she will always be there by your side when you need her with math problems.
She also cares about students, teachers, and staff. Miss Ori is the type of teacher that can do anything she wants to do. She just wants you to try your best. We love Miss Ori. If we could be anything, it would be like her.
Mrs. Ori is a lively teacher. Sometimes she dresses up as storybook characters, and she looks hilarious.
She has a great attitude. She's willing to go above and beyond, and she is so deserving of this recognition for Teacher of the Year. So congratulations to you, Mrs. Ori.
Thank you, Miss Ori. You're like a friend because you're fun and kind. Mr. Sonny is our school-related Employee of the Year. He is always cheerful as he drives our Wagner students to and from school each day. He loves his kids from the red bus.
Because every time we get on the bus, he say good morning, and when we leave, he say goodbye.
He's made a difference because all the other bus drivers are like strict and he's not.
He's the best bus driver ever, and he gives me a safe ride home.
Mr. Sonny, an amazing bus driver for Arbers Wagner. He is always caring about the students. Every day he says something good about the kids on his bus, and it's just great to see that he's always excited to see students on his bus. And the kids love him. Every time they see him, they just shout out, Mr. Sonny, and it's exciting to see. He's just a great guy all around, really awesome person and bus driver. I want to say thank you, Mr. Sonny, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Sonny.
Stein loves music and loves children. She gets her students singing and playing instruments, reading notes, beats, and rhythm.
Miss Stein helps me learn new things that I've never known.
Miss Stein, she accidentally played the wrong note on the piano, and it sounded really funny without the music on, and we all laughed at that funny moment.
I like Miss Stein because she plans fun lessons to help me learn about music.
Well, I have known Miss Stein for a few months now, and I can already tell the big difference she's making in our students. She has a chorus program that the kids love being in, and you can just see the joy on their faces when they sing with her. And she plans a really, really amazing Veterans Day program, and she has the students sing, and we invite veterans to come and speak, and she just has a heart and a passion for students and the community.
Thank you, Miss Stein.
Congratulations, Miss Claudia, on getting Employee of the Year. You never complain on whatever messes we make. Thank you so much.
Congratulate Miss Katya because she won Employee of the Year and she cleans up every mess that we make during the day. She never complains and she always smiles no matter how many messes there are.
We're here to congratulate Miss Cartier on Employee of the Year. She's so hardworking.
She works when things get tough. Even when she's about to have a baby, she still worked as hard as she could.
Congratulations, Miss Cartier!
Congratulations to the Scott Lake Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Carla Garcia. Mrs. Garcia is a wonderful educator who has taken on the role as a teacher leader this year in the area of math. She is well respected by her peers and they rely on her expertise for instructional support and guidance. Mrs. Garcia is very deserving of this honor and we are very proud that she is a part of the Scott Lake family.
We just wanted to congratulate Miss Garcia on being Teacher of the Year. I had her last year for math and she's one of the most creative teachers I've ever had.
She is so good at math. I have so many questions. She always answers the questions.
Why is it set up with rows and columns? Why not? I can tell you how many donuts are in those rows and columns. Would that help you solve the question? What do you notice in this picture? What information did I just give you? Okay, so looking across, how many donuts are in each row? 32 donuts. How many are in each column going up and down? 25.
Miss Garcia is very hardworking and kind to all of her students.
She's so creative and an amazing teacher.
We just like to congratulate Miss Garcia on getting Teacher of the Year. Thank you so much.
I love Miss Tackett because she helps me with my reading and writing.
I love having Miss Tackett work with my kids. Having her in my classroom is like having another teacher helping me.
Mrs. Tackett is a devoted stakeholder in the Southwest Elementary team. She shows true ownership in the academic success of every student she serves. She is flexible, dependable, and committed to serving our students.
I love working with children, and my favorite part of the job is when I've been working with students on a certain concept and they finally understand it and we're just all excited together.
Thank you, Miss Tackett. Congratulations, Miss Tackett.
I'm happy Mrs. Smith won the Teacher of the Year award because she is a good reading and writing teacher and she makes me laugh.
I love learning analytical writing from Mrs. Smith. It is neat on how we compare two stories together.
One of the things I admire most about Ashley Smith is her incredible knowledge base when it comes to reading and language arts. She just has an amazing knowledge base and she's able to share that wonderfully well with both peers and staff and also students.
I'm proud of Mrs. Smith because she taught me how to be more specific in my writing and give more text evidence.
Mrs. Smith is an academic leader at the forefront of implementing new programs and curriculum at Southwest Elementary. She not only leads the students to academic success, but guides the staff as they grow and learn together.
She's such a great teacher and she always helps me when I'm confused.
I have 3 core beliefs when it comes to teaching. 1 is that it should come from the heart always. 2 is that you should do what's best for every single child every single day. And 3, make it fun.
I am so happy for you, Mrs. Smith, because you are always there when I need you.
Congratulations, Mrs. Smith.
Working in food service, you see kids that come in through here that count on this food to survive. They don't eat at home. Some are homeless. Some have parents that work nonstop and therefore they're not home, they're not eating or can't afford to buy the food. So believe it or not, you have several kids that come in here and this is their only hot meal they get.
Ms. Roden goes above and beyond the call of duty to make sure our students and staff feel completely at home when they come through the doors to our cafeteria.
My normal day would consist of waking up 4 o'clock in the morning and coming here, getting everything ready. I'm here by a little bit before, between 5:30 and 5:45, getting the ladies in here to work in and getting breakfast started first and foremost, and then automatically jumping on lunch to serve about 600 to 700 kids.
I want to say that I kind of fell into teaching, but I actually started to teach a Sunday school at my church, and that kind of opened my eyes up to teaching and knowing that I could actually stand in front of young kids and share with them something. In that time where it was, obviously teaching about the gospel and teaching about, the Bible. But here I enjoyed teaching history, and I combined both of them to now make what I enjoy doing today.
To see students having meaningful, engaging social studies conversations outside of class definitely makes a principal proud. Not only does Ms. Aguilar make a difference with her students, but she also leads professional development sessions with other peers, sharing her expertise with others so that all students can benefit from her instructional methods.
I love the impact that you can make on young people's lives, and knowing that something that you've said or something that you've taught them at some in your life or in your career has made a difference in a young person's life and could potentially change their view or aspect of life at some point.
I'm Andy Steyr. I'm the pre-K CDAT at Westbury Adult School. Give me another one. Where's another man? Where does he belong?
Welcome to West Area Adult School. We're located in Lakeland in the old Central Avenue Elementary School. We provide services such as improving your reading and math scores for a career. We have educating students of other languages, and we also help students earn their GED.
Mrs. Turner has brought a new dimension to our adult education program. She incorporates technology into the classroom like I've never seen before. Her students are excited about what they're learning. They share with us that they're able to go home and help their children with the same lessons that they have learned in her class. She is an amazing teacher, and we are very fortunate to have her at West Area Adult School.
Is it happening right now, or did it happen in the past? The past. Okay, so when we're talking, make a verb in the past.
She is always self-motivated, and you could tell that she cares about her students.
She's courageous, outgoing, and I really like the way she teaches her class. Congratulations, Miss Turner. You're awesome.
Congratulations!